Hi, family. It's your girl, Robin. What we're going to be doing as we prepare for Prince and Extended Family Gathering, July 26th through the 28th, 2019, in Atlanta, Georgia, we will be having a series of family interviews. Those interviews will include family members who really have wonderful firsthand memories with John and Lula Prince. Up first in our series of interviews is, and I'm getting her beautiful feet in here, is Otelia Prince Green. Aunt Otelia. But she's sitting here in her home relaxing, and I'm here bothering her. But she's okay with it. So, introduce yourself.
Hi, family. This is Celia Roberts' second child.
Okay. I'm going to come in close, family, because whose pictures do you have here, Tia?
I have Daddy, who's Robert, and my mama, Rose L., better known as L.
Okay, the light is kind of catching that, but that's okay. And show us the other picture you have of granddaddy, of your
Okay.
dad.
This is Daddy, Robert, my father, Daddy.
Okay, it's kind of got a bit of a glare to it. Well, family, I'm going to ask her what she remembers. Tell us what you remember about John Prince or
Okay.
your grandfather.
John, who is better known to me as Papa. Oh, he was such a handsome man. I remember him as being a tall, slim, handsome man who was always busy working on his farm. Oh my goodness! And I remember when we would come down during the summer, he would always have the table spread for us and a nice cold watermelon that he would have dug a hole. He put this watermelon in the hole, and when we come down, he would bring it out. And oh my goodness, we remember him cutting that watermelon and giving us the first slice out of it. And the table just spread it with chicken, all kinds of cakes and pies. Papa was just a man of love. He was just warm-hearted, very quiet. When he was around, he didn't say very much, but we always knew that he loved us. When we come down, he would pick us up and swing us around in the air, and he would call us chaps. He'd say, "Come here, chaps," and that's when he would always have a candy cane that he would break and give us that candy, every one of us a piece of the candy cane. He was just a man of love. You knew that he loved you, even though he was very quiet. I remember him having a farm with everything that you could think of, all kinds of fruit trees, all kinds of vegetables. He made his own syrup. I remember the horses that he would have hooked up to this machine, and it would go round. He would put sugar cane in it, and it would go round. And I remember you could see the syrup drop from it. I think that he made his own sugar. He had smokehouses with pork, all kinds of beef, sausages hanging up. Never we went down that we didn't have plenty. And Papa, he always made sure that we had a nice place to stay in. Papa was just a man full of love.
When's the last time you saw
The
him?
last time I saw
Because where were
Papa,
you living?
I was living in Washington, D.C., and the last time I saw Papa, I was about 14 years
How
old.
did you end up in Washington, D.C.?
We came to Washington, D.C. with my dad, Robert, who came before us. He came and got a place for us to stay, and then he sent for Mama and us. And I was about 2 years old when I came to D.C.
Okay. And what do you remember about Lula?
Lula, who to me was ma'am. Oh my goodness! Again, she was. I remember her being a tall, thin lady, and she always had this nice, crisp apron on. Always busy in the kitchen, and she was also just full of love. We knew when we got to Ma'am and Papa's house, we was gonna be loved and spoiled. Ma'am would always have so much food, all kinds of cakes and pies and meats cooked on the stove. I remember her having this big cabinet, which they call a safe, and where she had all kinds of pies, all kinds of cake, coconut cakes, chocolate cakes. And she knew that I like fried corn. She would also always make sure that she had fried corn on that table when she had us for dinner. And I remember the first time I saw her kill a chicken. She had a handful of corn, which they call feed, and she took it out in the yard and she sprinkled it. When she sprinkled it, she was saying, "Chick, chick, chick," and the chickens come. And she just stood there and watched till she found the one that she wanted to kill. And when she saw the one she wanted to kill, she would reach down and swoop him up and whirl him or swirl him around her hand till his neck came. It came off. The chicken was one way and the head was another way. And I remember her taking that chicken up and taking it into the house and putting it into boiling hot water and pulling the feathers off of it. But boy, when she got that chicken cooked, oh my goodness, it was so good.
What about when she came to D.C.?
Yeah, ma'am came to visit us first time in D.C., her first plane ride. And she came and we took her to the zoo. And I remember we took her over to the monkey and the zoo cages.
You mean the gorilla cages? Oh.
Yeah, and when we got to there and she saw the monkeys and the gorillas, and she said, "Oh, look at them, they got hands just like us." Oh, she was so excited to see those animals. And I remember her sitting on our front porch. She just nodding her head and waving to everybody came by, speaking to everybody. And I said, "Why does ma'am speak to everybody?" And my mother told her, "Well, that's what they do in the country. They speak to everybody." But ma'am was such a sweet lady. And I remember before she got ready to go back to South Carolina, she said, she called us, "Come here, chaps. I'm going to give y'all all a piece of money." And we were so excited thinking we was going to get like $1 or something. And she had this sack tied around her waist. And she went and pulled it off and had a handkerchief inside this sack. She untied the handkerchief and hunting around this money. And she called us and we thought we was going to get this big money. She got the biggest, shiniest penny she could find, gave every one of us a penny. We were so disappointed. But
well, what about the last time when you said you saw her?
The last time I saw ma'am, she was ailing. I think it was, I don't remember the year. I think it was 1954. No, that was Papa. Yeah, that was Papa. I don't remember.
He passed in 1952. Papa passed in 52.
Right. Yeah. Papa did pass in 52. But the last time I saw ma'am, and she was ailing, and I remember her calling me to the bed, and I went over and she was telling me how much she loved this, and she was just such a sweet lady. She was very well missed, and Papa, we miss him so much, but we love him so much.
Well, everybody, we thank Aunt Tia for the first interview in the series of family interviews, with more to come as we prepare to get to Atlanta. So what do you want to end with? Inviting everybody to the EU reunion?
Family, we look to see you all in Atlanta, Georgia, where we will really be celebrating and having a great time.
Okay, well, thank you, family. And in closing, Aunt Tia, she's also one of the members of the Regional Planning Committee. So we'll see you all in Atlanta, family. We love you and be blessed.